So you searched hundreds of websites trying to find out which game engine is perfect for you, but you're still not sure which one to choose? Well, you don't need to look around anymore because we have done all the research for you so you won't have to. Hi, welcome to OneUp Academy where we share educational content based on game design and development related topics. Now, Unreal and Unity are two video game engines that are particularly popular among indie game developers and big gaming studios. Numerous titles including Fortnite, Valorant, and Genshin Impact were created by utilizing these two engines. So let's dive deep into a detailed analysis and find out which one is best suited for you. As a game developer, the programming language is the most important factor to consider as you will be spending most of your time writing codes. Unity uses C#, which in comparison to C++ used by Unreal is much easier to use, especially if you haven't written a single line of code your entire life. But in fact, learning C++ would be the smarter choice because of its difficulty and extensive use in the gaming industry. Once you learn C++, learning any other language including C# would be a piece of cake. Next up, we talk about the graphics. One of the core features of a game is its graphical capability, and Unreal manages to render ultra high photorealistic scenes which are so close to real life that it's hard to differentiate whether it's real or virtual. Meanwhile, Unity isn't very far behind when it comes to graphics. Historically speaking, it wasn't capable of rendering super realistic graphics like Unreal, but things have changed since then. Unity has introduced its graphic tools which enable you to produce insane graphic detail to the point where you can't figure out whether a game is built on Unreal or Unity. That being said, you should not pick an engine just based on its graphical capabilities. Next, we'll talk about the user interface. Now, Unreal has a much more complicated interface with all the various options and 3D tools. The interface is not very easy to understand. Even professional game developers find it difficult to use Unreal. On the other hand, Unity was designed with the idea of simplicity in mind. Its minimal design makes it very easy to work with and is perfect for a beginner. In terms of built-in plugins, Unreal wins the battle. Not only does it have all the tools you require, but they are incredibly efficient and user-friendly. Meanwhile, Unity relies on third-party assets to provide you with the same features which Unreal does natively. This is a bummer as you will find yourself scrolling through the asset store very often. Now we come to the decisive part, which is harder to learn. Not many people cover Unreal Engine online or make C++ tutorials for Unreal. On the other hand, Unity has a plethora of tutorials online and its documentation is very convenient. Along with its beginner-friendly interface, Unity is much easier to learn, especially for a newbie. Now in terms of pricing, both engines are free. But there's a catch. Unity is upgradable to the Pro version according to your needs, and you can choose various options with different prices from $40 to $150 per month per seat. Unreal, however, charges you differently. If your gross revenue exceeds $1 million, you have to pay a 5% royalty, which if you're making $1 million revenue seems fairly reasonable. So hands down, Unreal is a much cheaper option when it comes to pricing. Now before choosing your game engine, it's very important to find out how big the community is. You can find a lot of resources and support forums that will help you tackle problems in various situations. Although Unity has a much larger community, Unreal's community is growing rapidly as well. That being said, you can choose to begin with any game engine you want. Just remember that the learning curve of Unreal Engine is a steep slope, which means as a beginner, it will be slightly difficult to get the hang of it, but once you do, you're good to go. While Unity has a beginner-friendly interface and its actively huge community makes it a perfect choice for beginners. And so, we have crafted a Unity Game Development Foundation program just for you, in which you learn and acquire the in-demand skills and knowledge for developing real-world games using the Unity game engine. Link will be in the description. Now just keep in mind that whichever game engine you choose, try to get a good grasp of the software and build multiple games on it to understand the ins and outs of it. And like always, we provide you with game design and development related educational content, and for more videos like this video, subscribe to our channel. Till then, gamify your world.